So Chris, thank you so much for that kind introduction, and it is great to be here with you all. I'm here amongst citizens, which is great. We've talked a lot about this word, citizen, and I actually want to talk about idiots. Because most people don't realize that these words are intricately linked together. Now, my last job in the military was as a professor of American politics at West Point, and I used to start my class by writing this up on the board and just leaving it there, and eventually somebody would ask me, why'd you write idiots on the board? And I said, well, in Greece, citizenship wasn't automatically conveyed. There were multiple groups, and citizens had to participate in the issues of their time. They had to be involved. They had to serve in the military or go to the forum and participate. The idiote were the rest of society. It was the part of society that was selfish, only kind of worried about their own concerns and needs and not worried at all about the issues of their time. So when we look at the VA, we're trying to tackle some big issues here. And this fundamental question for me is, how do we change this relationship? Not just a government that provides an earned benefit, but something more than that. How do we change that relationship and in so doing really create more citizens in the classical term of the definition? So the VA is big, very, very big. I didn't realize how big it is. It is the second largest cabinet agency. It is the largest integrated healthcare system in America, 151 hospitals, about 80 million patient visits a year. But we're more than that, too. We are the 8th largest home mortgage company. We provide $56 billion of benefits, the largest integrated cemetery system in America, and the list goes on and on and on. We are big, $151 billion every year, and 332,000 employees. That's way bigger than the Marines, bigger than the Navy, bigger than the Air Force. It's big. So when you have a big agency like this, it tends to think maybe, well, we can just solve this problem on our own. We've created all these resources, we have this large organization, but we know that we are facing challenges that the VA alone can't solve. And many of you in this room have rolled up your sleeves and you're solving those problems that the VA cannot. Here's one of the big challenges that I look at. I'm in charge of the internal and external communications, and about 40% of veterans utilize one of our services, healthcare, home loan. How many veterans do we have in here right now? How many have used the post-9/11 GI Bill, home loans? Lots of hands still up. You all are in that 40%. But 60% do not come to us. And when we survey veterans, we find out that 59% know little to nothing about their benefits. Now, there's a high correlation between those two numbers. And the difference between if you're in that blue group than if you're in that white group is massive. We know the vast majority of veteran suicides happens in that white group and not in that blue group. We know that your economic outcomes are much greater if you own your home or if you're educated. But if people don't know about their benefits, shame on us. And we need help in order to do this. In the next few months and weeks, you're going to see our first major effort to do this. We partnered with the Ad Council. We have created something awesome. It is good. The secretary shed a tear when he saw it. It is powerful. It is emotional, and it speaks to a common theme that all veterans share. I can't preview it today, but you'll know it when you see it. And we're going to start communicating with veterans and informing them about the benefits that they've earned. That's the near-term goal. The midterm goal is we want to learn about our customers so that Rob Gordon gets an email from the VA and says, Rob, you're getting up in age. Have you thought about this? And I get a different email. And no offense, Rob, but we want to create a personalized relationship with each one of those veterans out there. And many won't come to us, and we understand that, but they need to know about the benefits that they've earned. And the long term is fundamentally this, to change the way the government interacts with its citizens. And one of the reasons and one of the ways we do that is asking folks to do things. Now, The VA Center for Innovation is starting to do this. We've got a Nerd in Residence now. They're bringing in competitions. We're doing things differently inside the VA because we realize we need Craig Newmark to advise us. We need you to advise us, not just advise us. Come in and work with us. If you can work for an hour or 5 hours or 10 hours a month, we're figuring out ways in order to do that, to bring in that talent into the VA. So one of the problems that we're looking at right now, how can we turn our current customers into advocates? Now, a lot of tech folks have already figured this out. How do you make someone that goes to a restaurant actually write something and say this was a good restaurant? Well, Yelp has figured that out. And a lot of you use that when you go, and I use it all the time. How can we have our current customers who kind of love what we do and love the products start helping us take down that 60%? So that people know and understand their benefits. We need some sort of point system, some sort of badge system, some sort of way so that people are incentivized to share content, to talk to those veterans that they know that know nothing about us. Who could do this? We need a type of organization and a type of people that, you know, for a mile of ribbon, they'll conquer the world. For ribbons and badges, they will do incredible things. Who are these people? You guys know exactly who these people are. It's you. And that's one of the types of problems that we're trying to solve. We need your help. We need your ideas. We need your talent. And we need your assistance to make more citizens and fewer idiots. Thanks.